Hello, everybody. This is Lynn Baribault from Clearing Path, and we are waiting. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Okay, so this is Lynn Baribault from Clearing Path, and I am thrilled to be here with you today. Either you're watching this live or you are watching it after, and it's just a beautiful day outside. And I'm very excited at doing some lives this year. This is what I've chosen to do. And I really am putting myself out there. And this is my new office, which I've set up downstairs in my house, which will be open after COVID and is currently open, though, now via distance healing. And who am I? So, my name is Lynn Baribault. I was born and raised in Quebec City. I am an intuitive channeler and I offer a variety of treatments. I offer Ohana generational healing. I'm actually a teacher, so classes will be coming up this year. Ohana generational healing is such an amazing and beautiful treatment where we look at issues that have been passed through generations, through your DNA, and we clear those. Sometimes we can clear things quickly, and other times it takes a while to clear things, especially if they have been in your family for generations and generations. And so this is one of the treatments that I just absolutely love. Catherine Graham was downloaded with this treatment. The other treatment that I offer is quantum crystalline energy healing. And if you want to really get rid of things and set new healing energies and a sense of calm and really get rid of blocks that you currently have in your life, then quantum crystalline energy is the one for you. Renata McConnell is the one who was downloaded with this beautiful, beautiful treatment. I also offer, I'm very blessed to be able to channel, and I offer one on one consultation sessions if you want, in where I channel a collective called the Collective of Children, and it is led by little Mia, who is actually 3 years old, but she has gone through so much in her life that she brings with her this incredible wisdom. And being 3 years old, she's very direct. So um, she doesn't mince her words, and not like I would do, but she doesn't mince words. And if you have questions for her, she tells it like it is, and certainly gives you a lot of insight as to how you can navigate the meanders of life. And I also offer oracle card readings. My oracle card readings are not just card readings. I usually, when you come in and sit down, I usually sit down or we chat online like I'm doing now. I read your energy and I see that gives me some information as to what you would need to clear in that card reading. And then I love doing card readings because I never know who's going to show up. It could be your spirit guides, it could be my spirit guides wanting to tell you something. It could also be past loved ones who are just interrupting the reading or what I'm saying to just come in and give you some information. And then I usually do the basics as a 4 card spread, which is past, present, near future, and future. And you never know, because sometimes you get more about your present, and sometimes you get more about you've done really well with your past. You are at a crossroads, so the cards will give you some information. And so that is what I offer. I'm also a writer, and I've channeled this book, How to Raise Your Children with Wisdom and Awareness. And I'm working on, it seems, multiple books at the same time. So at least a second and a third book. And so this is an interesting life. I'm newly retired from teaching, and we are in COVID. So I thought I'll go live and show you a little bit of my office. And today we are focusing on setting our goals for the year. And this is really important to set your goals for the year. And this is a fun activity because we actually write our letters today, this weekend. And excuse me. And then we get to open them in December. And we can really look at what we have set in motion in January so that we get to December and we have all these surprises of what we've written, and we can assess, okay. So, for example, last year I wrote a letter to myself, and one of my goals was to retire. So, in December, when I read my letter, I thought, oh, okay, I did it. It was a big decision in my life, and I did it. Other things were to finish my second book. Well, that did not happen, but so I took it and put it in my letter for this year because it really is a goal. So sometimes you have goals which you're going, yay, I've achieved them. This is wonderful. And other times you have goals that may take a year or two to achieve, but you do know that you are working towards those goals that are still dear to your heart. Or you may come to December of 2021 and look at the goals you had set up and go, okay, my life has changed a little bit and I did not achieve this goal, but it's okay because I learned all kinds of other things through this beautiful year of 2021. So your thoughts really create your future. So before we start, I would encourage you to just close your eyes. We're just going to set our intentions for this exercise this afternoon. So I would just like you to close your eyes, and maybe you can do like I do, which is open my hand to receive guidance and be open to the universe. And then put your hand on your heart. Oh, sorry, I'm getting emotional because I'm doing this. Okay, so focus, Lynn, focus. Okay, so firstly, I accept to still my mind. Gently, I open my heart. With serenity, I am ready to receive all abundance gathered from this meditation, from this moment. I accept and honor the guidance shared by my guides and angels today. And we can certainly include past loved ones because there's certainly a lot of them floating today. I understand that this guidance may speak clearly to me, or that I may have to let it percolate before I truly understand the messages given. I know I am blessed at this very moment as I open my heart and hands to receive guidance and light. I am grounded, and boy, do I need to ground myself today. I am grounded. I feel calm and soothed, and so it is. So take a few deep breaths and let's dive into writing your letter. So I am hoping you have a pencil, colored markers, whatever you like to use to write with, and a piece of paper, a chalkboard, old style chalkboard, a whiteboard, or even the back of an envelope because you're grabbing for it at the moment. So let's just do some jot notes, and then you will have time to write your letter. Um, Probably after I am done chatting with you today. And I know some of you will be able to just go and write your letters as I am talking because you can multitask in this amazing way. Some of you, like probably me in a way, like to ponder a little bit and make sure that what I write is really what I meant to say and what I meant to put in my own letter for this year. And so, whatever style you have, whatever suits you, just listen to the guidance today and let's see where we go with this. So, we do know, and sometimes we certainly need reminders that our thoughts create our future. And we really, after 2020, I think we're all set up to really go into a best year, a better, it can only be a better year than last year, for sure. So, as we're doing this, you're going to reflect on your current life as well as setting your goals for this year. It is very simple, a simple exercise to write a letter to yourself, but it is very powerful as it sets the intentions into the universe for them to respond to you. And it is really important to know what you want so that the universe can actually give you what you want. If you are not clear in setting your intentions and how you want to achieve that, then the universe doesn't quite know what to give you. And you may certainly end up with bits and parts of what you wanted, but it's really important to know what you want, know what you want to achieve, and set the intentions to achieve just that this year. And then the universe can certainly help you, guide you in receiving that. So let's brainstorm some ideas. Key questions. So you want to write some jot notes, maybe, and some ideas and thoughts that you have as I go through this list. So, what do I want this year? What do I want this year? So, if I look at myself, I really want to go live more often. I miss being a retired teacher. I actually miss teaching. I miss interacting with students. And I've created two courses that I'll talk to you about after we're done writing our letter. And I also really want to focus again on children and maybe do some live intuition discussions with children. So if you have kids or know people who have kids and you think they'd be interested, please pass on my name. And what do I want to achieve? So what do you want to achieve this year? If you take a breath here, what do you want to bring forth in 2021? So for me, I would want to bring forth just myself, just put myself out there, put myself first because I'm very happy being in my house, but there is a different purpose for me. So it's really to put myself out there. And what do I want to let go of? So for me, for example, I want to let go of doubting myself that maybe I'm not ready to impart my knowledge, impart the wisdom that I've gathered over the years in my life. And maybe I really want to let go of the need to really make sure at 200% that I'm ready to present something. And so I want to let go of that so I can just be me and be more um, flexible and allow possibilities to occur as I speak to people. And who do I want to surround myself with? So, through COVID, through restrictions and being at home, and I've really kind of gone through who I have in my life, who I really, really want to keep in my life, and who I want to say, no, this person is a little too negative for me, and their outlook is too negative. So I'd really not want to be in touch with that person as much as I was. We all go through things and we support each other. And support is a two-way street. So we give support and we receive support. So some of us have friends who take, and they're always there to ask you questions and ask you to support them. But when you go for help to them, it's not quite what you expected. So I think in life we need to look at our relationships as well, and also really our relationship with ourselves. And I've certainly learned a lot about myself since I've retired, and I'm sure I'll keep learning. So, what do these words mean to you? So, prosperity. What does it mean to you to be prosper? Um, Gratitude. How do you show gratitude in life? And how can you add more gratitude to your life? Is there a little routine that you can do? I know some of you do a routine where in the morning you wake up and you are grateful for the day to come. You are grateful to be alive. You are grateful to have the ability to create opportunities for yourself. You are just grateful to have food on your table. So being grateful can be little things to bigger things. And some of you have the habit of before you go to bed, you are grateful for yourself, for what you've done that day. And you thank your guides, your angels, your archangels, your loved ones, people who support you in your life and in the spirit realm. Clarity. Sometimes it's hard to have clarity as to what motivates you. Relationships. So, in your relationships, what do you want to let go of? What do you want to develop? What do you want to rekindle? With who do you feel such a strong connection that you want to develop a deeper connection with that person? Family, family community, health. It is really important to take care of oneself. How do you do that? So for me, I really had a bit of a shocker news in December, and I need to take better care of myself. I need to be healthier, and I need to um, be more active in my life. And so I do go for long, long walks. I do exercises. I'm lucky. I have two daughters who keep tabs on me as to, hey, mom, did you do your exercises today? Which I really appreciate. Creativity. It is really important to have time to create whatever you create. What do you want to bring more into 2020? What kind of things do you want to create? Is it by writing? Is it by singing? Is it by building, gardening, crocheting, using your hands to paint, work with crystals, whatever it is, cooking, try new recipes, wisdom? What is wisdom to you? What is your understanding of wisdom? How are you wise? Because as human beings, we are all wise. So, how are you wise? You may think, I'm not wise. No, actually, we all are. And I think it's time to acknowledge that we are wise, but we certainly can become wiser. Inner knowledge, self improvement, career. What kind of career do you want to have? How do you want to change your career? Is there a new job that would be more suitable to your skills at the current time? How can you improve liking going to work? Right? Because if you hate going to work, well, at the moment, I think it's good to have a job. Of course, to be grateful for that. But it can also be that you want to change how you enter your space of work. What's your outlook to make it more positive for yourself if at the moment it's not possible for you to change jobs? Or even if you love your job, how can you make it better? What can you improve? And these can be just little things that you want to improve, right? It's just a change of attitude. For me, when I was teaching, I really wanted to take time during the day to just breathe. So I would put little reminders in my office. Okay, time to breathe. Let's do this breathing, 3 deep breaths, and I would feel so much better. I would put my feet flat on the ground and just breathe, and that would really bring this sense of calm. Life journey. 2021 is 1 year in our life journey. Travel. Yes, I think we will all have the travel bug once the restrictions are lifted. So you can start planning now. Where do you want to go? I'm certainly working on it because there's certain trips that I really want to take in my lifetime. So I'm starting to look at, okay, where would I stay? What would I do? So these are all things that you can put in your letter. So you need to choose at least 5 items, things that you really, really want to do. So how to write your letter. So it's a formal, the letter form, the letter writing format. So you need to do like you would do in school, a real letter. So you need the date. So the date will be December 31st, 2021. And you need to, um, dear, start your letter with Dear Lynn, my dearest Lynn. And then at the bottom, you need to sign it. And you can sign it with a signature and also with love. I remain hopeful with much gained wisdom, Lynn. Right? So be casual because this is a letter that you are writing to yourself. So don't feel like you need a formal tone. And you're writing as though you are talking to yourself and you are talking to your best friend. Because let's face it, the person we spend the most time with is ourselves. So write as though you are writing to your best friend. And you are going to be telling yourself what happened. So, for example, I had an amazing time this year. I let go of blah, 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 and I built new fulfilling relationships. I checked off a few amazing items on my bucket list, whatever you want to write. When talking to your current self in this letter, you're going to use the I language. And when talking about your future self, you're going to use you. So, for example, I really believe you've had an amazing year, Lynn. You did write your second and third book, and they were published. You did offer multiple classes, and they were a success. You took care of yourself and allow some time to rest, even though your to-do list was as long as your Christmas gift list that you wanted, for example. So, in these are topics that you can decide to write about or not. I'm just giving you some ideas so you can just jot them down. Whichever one that you really like, jot it down. And then once you are there to write your letter, you will be able to go back to your jot notes and go, yes, I want to write about that. What specifically do I want to write about that topic? Right? Because remember, we are setting specific intentions that the universe can allow for us to have this year. The universe will understand exactly what we wish for. And you can put wishes, of course, for yourself, for your family, for your career, and for the world. I think we also need um, to send healing to Mother Earth in our letters. We also need to focus on the well-being of everybody because mental health is a huge issue, as we know right now. So you can certainly add that to your letter. So in the first part of your letter, you can summarize your current self. So your letter should start with a quick reminder of who you are. Think about mentioning your recent accomplishments, current interests, include extracurricular home activities. Be very positive about who you are and what you bring to the table at this time. Another idea, another paragraph maybe, could be about add things that you want to stop, continue, and start doing. So in regards to things that you want to stop, so we all have bad habits or things that we want to stop to think about. And so I would encourage you to put that in a separate little letter for yourself that you can write. This is what I want to stop. And then you can read them later on tonight or tomorrow. You can light a candle, um, burn some incense, do a little ceremony where you are releasing what you do not want anymore. And you can reread, and for each item, you can say clear, cancel, delete. This is not part of my life anymore. I let go of this, I thank it, and I let go of it. And do that for each of the items in your on your list. You can roll it up and you can repeat. I clear, cancel, delete. I recycle these and I let go of them. And I think it's really important to thank what you want to let go of because they have come into your life to teach you something. And it is time to let them go. So you can burn them in a little aluminum bowl or whatever you have that is not going to set fire to where you live. If it's a nice night outside, you can certainly burn that outside and then just bring your hands to your heart and just be really grateful that you have let go of that. And as our spirit lets go of whatever you need to let go at this time, your brain will come back to it. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. So try to train your brain to go, hey, no, I have let go of that. And just repeat, clear, cancel, delete. I recycle, I let go, thank you, I don't need you in my life anymore. Okay, so what do you want to continue? So we all have good things in our life that we want to continue. And there are things that, yay, we want to start doing. So, for examples of this, perhaps you want to stop procrastinating, being afraid of stepping forward into your life. And that has been me for sure. Maybe you want to quit arguing on silly points with others, with yourself, in your own brain. Or maybe it's something as simple as I want to stop biting my nails, right? You may want to start volunteering when we can in our community. You may want to join an activity. There's a lot of activities online right now that are, some are free, some have a cost, but there's a lot of support out there. Down the road, you may want to try a new sport, or right now, if we get more snow, we bought snowshoes and I have bought some cross countries skis. So these are really things that I'm looking forward to. I will be sore for a few days after that, but that's okay. I'll keep at it and get better at it. So put these goals in your letter to see if you've achieved them and how much you've achieved them when we come to December. Another paragraph idea is reflect on what you've done to reach the point you'll be at. So you can ask yourself about if you enjoy your job. What do you do in order to relax? So I think the good things about COVID is that it has given us some time where we have more time with ourselves, unless you are a parent and you are working from home and you have kids who are online learning. I truly admire you, and I am amazed at what you can pull in one day by being able to do that. So kudos, well done. Um, but everybody needs a bit of breather in their life, in their days. So what do you do to relax? How do you relax? Maybe it's just setting 5 minutes where you're just connecting to spirit. And a very easy way to connect to spirit is just setting your feet firmly on the ground, putting your hands up and breathing. And if you do that often enough, you'll feel a certain tingle in your hand because you are connecting to the energies and to spirit. Remember that spirit is always there to support us. We just have to ask, right? They don't come into our lives just because they want to. We have to ask them, and they're most certainly there to support us. Okay, so who is the most important person in your life? So that should be you, and then there's others in your life, right? What kind of relationship do you have with people in your life? Some people we get along wonderfully. Other people annoy us. And so, but they're still maybe sometimes our family members. And so, how do you go about treating them in a way that makes your heart content, right? Because that is the goal. And what about friends, parents, co-workers? How do they treat you, and how do you want to? How do you treat them? How can you improve? So we can all improve our relationships. Um, we have to remember that there's so much love in our hearts, and we can allow that love to shine, not just for the people that we truly love, but maybe for the people who annoy us, because we are learning from these people as well. They are there on your journey for a reason. So, what are you learning from them? Another paragraph idea, and where you really need to engage your emotion. So, there is something really special about yourself, something that all of us, we all love. There's things in our lives that, or things in ourselves that we absolutely love. And so, how can you bring more of that in 2021? How can you share more of that? So in your letter, you can also talk about your dreams and your goals. I've been receiving a lot of messages about druids, potions, and being an herbalist and playing in my garden and making making salves, and making just natural syrups and really going back to nature. And druids has really been on my mind. Every time I turn around to look at something, there is a symbol. And so I applied to be part of this druid society. So because it's free and I want to learn. Their focus is on trees. I love trees. Trees speak to me. And so I want to explore more of that this year. Um, some people want to write and connect with an audience, which is me as well. Some people want to create in a variety of ways. Um, how do you want to be helpful? How do you want to achieve financial independence? How do you want to improve where you live? Right? These are all things that you can add to your letters. So the last paragraph of your letter should be about summing up what is the most important thing you want to say about your future self. So it is kind of articulating your vision. What is your specific vision for this year? So for me, I will become a champion of ideas who will write, speak, and connect from my heart. My sense of peace and inner calm is very important. My energy and enthusiasm will be much higher every day. My family will be happy because I'll be present and a happier myself, right? So define your goals and your hopes. Write about what's important to you. So I've given you tons of ideas as to what you can write about. And remember to start your letter with the actual December 31st, 2021 date, and to end with your closing and to sign your letter. And note your skills, put your skills and your abilities in that. So I decided to put different affirmations in a little bowl here. It's a nice little crystal bowl that I found. And the affirmation for us today fits so nicely because I think that if you are here, you are listening to and learning about your purpose. So the card that I got is I am excited about the person I am becoming. So 2021 is certainly a year of opportunity, a year of fulfilling some of your dreams, putting things in motion for yourself. So at the end, once you have written your letter, and you can share your letter on Facebook on my post, and you need to finish writing your letter, putting it in an envelope because you are going to seal it. So you can actually staple it, you can tape it, or you can put it in an envelope and you can seal it. And you need to put it away somewhere where you'll find it because I have put presents away that I find 2 years later. Well, I guess they needed to come out 2 years later. But put it away and don't be tempted to peek at it through the year. because you will have such a wonderful surprise when you open it on December 31st. And we will meet again in January 2022, where we are going to share the successes that we have had for our year, and as well, what we think we need to let go of for our letter for 2022, and what is going to take more than a year to achieve. So we'll add it to our 2022 letter. So I will be setting up another date like this in December 2022, and I will certainly share and hope share what I've learned in 2022, 2021, and what I've achieved in this year. Um, if you have comments or questions, certainly post them on the post, under the post, and I will answer them. Or you can message me, and I'll gladly help you out in writing this letter for yourself. Please consider following me on Instagram. I am on Instagram. My active healing page is called Lynn Baribault at Clearing Path. And I also have a YouTube channel, which I will be posting on as well, and a website. So www.lynnbaribault.com. And I'll be posting all these links later on today. So the other thing that I wanted to discuss and really share with you today is I have two upcoming classes that I'm absolutely thrilled to finally um, put out there. They have been written for years, and I've been working on them, making them better, and I felt that nope, this is time to really put these out there for you. So the first class is really an introduction to channeling, and the best definition that I have found as to what is channeling is from Carmel Joy Baird. She's a medium extraordinaire from Alberta. And her definition of channeling is an awareness of presence when your ego gets out of the way. So channeling is an awareness of presence when your ego gets out of the way. So my channeling course is to really where you're going to learn to quiet down and listen and discern who you're listening to and what you're actually hearing. And we're really going to practice trusting that exactly what you are hearing and how you are hearing it, because different people channel in different ways. And how to use channeling for yourself, for others, and in your day-to-day life to help you discern what's important for you to focus on right now, and to give you hope and joy and wisdom. And so this course I'll write down the outline. It'll be on Clearing Path. It will be on my my website. Sorry. And so the Channeling 101, I've decided, is February 6th, 13th, and 20th, which are Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. And it is 180 for the 3 sessions of 2 hours. The other course that I'm really excited about is to read oracle cards. As I said in my intro um, today, I really, really love to read oracle cards. And we are all intuitive, and we can all do this. So we're going to be discussing the difference between tarot cards and oracle cards, and the types of decks. There's so many decks out there, so I will help you choose the deck that maybe resonates, not maybe, but resonates with you at this time. and how to notice messages. So we're going to really practice looking at one card. What do we, first of all, what do we feel when we see this card? What do we see in the image? And again, what do we hear is the message? And how do we feel? So that we really can just look at a card and really, really discern the exact messages, the whole messages of that one card. Then we will work on 2 cards, 3 cards, and then we will do the 4 card spread, which is the past, the present, the near future, and the future. And so again, so these will be held, this course will be held on Thursday. It is February 4th, 11 and 18 from 6 to 8 p.m. And again, it is 180 for the 3 sessions of 2 hours. I am very available. So if you are taking my course, it's very hands-on and no question is silly. Anything goes. And we're there to find the joy in channeling and find the joy in reading oracle cards. And you will see that you will gain some confidence, of course, in either the channeling or the reading the oracle cards. I'm also offering, I just learned Radley Valentine, if you want to look at him up, is an amazing, amazing public figure who makes me laugh. Like his laugh is just so joyful and so real. And I took he had a live webinar. So I listened to it, and he has a New Year's spread, which is a 5 card spread for the new year. And if you're interested in that, it is, what do I need to release from last year? How can I best be empowered by what I'm releasing? How does it make me feel? How do I find peace about what I'm leaving behind? What should be my highest priority for this year, 2021? And what is my first step towards that goal for 2021? So if that interests you in having a New Year's spread done by me, I am offering them at $50, and they will be just we can connect through Zoom or through Facebook Live Messenger, or by phone. But it's always nice to see the cards that I am pulling, obviously, for yourself. So, thank you so much for being here today and allowing me to share my letter writing activity with you, to share my upcoming classes, to share who I am and what I bring to this world. And I'm really hopeful that we can connect further and I can be of service to help you navigate your life and the beauty of your heart and what you bring to this world. So thank you and have a great day, everybody. Feel free to leave some comments if you've enjoyed this presentation. Message me if you have further question about anything, my courses, if you want to book a treatment. And have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much. Good night.